Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more of my immersive engineering spotlight. And today what I'm going to be showing you guys is how to make a windmill in Minecraft, specifically for immersive engineering Minecraft 1.20. So this will also be the best way to show you guys how to get power in immersive engineering in Minecraft 1.20. We're going to be showing a bunch of different ways to get power. Of course, the first three ways you get power in immersive engineering are going to be passive power, mainly the windmills, the water wheels, and the thermoelectric generators. So the most important thing for the windmill, of course, is going to be the windmill attachment. This one is windmill blades around an iron ingot. The blades themselves are treated wood planks, as well as treated sticks. So we can make these no problem, but we're also going to need this item called the Windmill Sail. And this guy is made from industrial hemp fiber around a regular stick. So the way you get industrial hemp fiber is by growing the industrial hemp seeds that you get from breaking grass. I have a bunch right here, so let's go ahead and make ourselves a crop of industrial hemp seeds and start growing these guys. And there we go, we got ourselves a little plot of the industrial hemp. What's great about these guys is you don't need to break the bottom. You only need to shear off the top level to be able to harvest. And whenever they pop up, you just run through it like this, knock off the top row, and you will get all of the industrial hemp seeds and all the industrial hemp fiber that you will need to progress. So we got it up and running. We got a ridiculous amount of industrial hemp fiber, which we can now turn into the tough fabric, which turns into the windmill sails. So next up, we're going to have to make ourselves a kinetic dynamo from immersive engineering. For that, what we need is redstone, iron, and iron mechanical component, which we can just craft like this, even though I just got done talking about how much cheaper it is to make it with the engineer's workbench. The other item that we need to make is a copper coil block, which requires LV wire coil. So 8 of these. And these are made 4 at a time with copper wire, which I showed you guys how to make the copper wire. We're just going to use copper plates with our engineer's wire cutters. There we go. We got 8 of our LV wire coils. We need to make a coil block, and we need to make our kinetic dynamo. So this one is exciting. We got our kinetic dynamo. We got our windmill blades. We can now combine those to form the windmill itself, and we made the tough fabric out of the industrial hemp into the windmill sails, and we have 8 of them because the windmill will have 8 sails to be able to cover. All right, so let's grab some treated wood scaffolding. 14 should be good enough. Let's go ahead and put this guy on top of our building here. So let's see, let's just go the full 14 up. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We'll put it at the full length, and then I'll drop it down to where I think it'll look good. That's probably too tall. But let's go ahead and put together the windmill. So we take our kinetic dynamo and we plop it down, and whichever way we put it down is the direction it's going to face. So this circle right here is the front of the kinetic dynamo. The other sides don't have anything. This guy shows that you can take power from it, but you can take power from any of the sides. The most important part is going to be here, the black circle. This is where we're going to right click with the windmill to attach. So there we go, we have it attached, and then it starts spinning on its own. See, and from down here, it doesn't look like it's that bad. Like, that looks like a good height, maybe. All right, so let's go ahead and make some low voltage wire, which is the LV wire relay, and the wire connector. The relay lets you run cables through it, and the connectors let you run the power into machines. So the recipe is a little bit different. Only 2 pieces of terracotta for the relays and 4 pieces of terracotta for the connectors. Also, you get 8 in one craft for the relays and 4 for the wire connectors. We're also going to make some more of these wires. For that, we need more of these cables. So let's go ahead and make 8. And then let's turn these guys into the coils. There we go. 4 and 8. And these guys are super important to know that they are uncovered. So if you touch them while there is power going through it, you will get zapped. So last time we made this current transformer, and I want to test this guy out now. I'm super excited to see how much power this guy can actually make. So let's see, can I pop it down right on top of here? I don't think it's going to show us anything. So let's see, can we attach a connector here on the Kinetic Dynamo from the Windmill? And then do I need to plug this guy in like this? There we go. Birds on a wire. All right, so let's make ourselves another engineer's multimeter with a compass, copper, and sticks. And then we should be able to right-click the current transformer and average energy transferred over the last 20 ticks, 0 flux, huh? Okay. All right, so let's make one more block. It's the LV accumulator. This one is more or less a battery. So what we need is going to be lead plates. We need a bucket of redstone acid, which is simple. It's a water bucket with redstone. All right, so we're going ice fishing. We got our bucket of water. Let's go ahead and make a bucket of redstone acid. And we can also hammer out 2 plates like this with our engineer's hammer. And let's make the LV accumulator. So let's go ahead and move this in a straight line here. We'll put this guy down here. The LV accumulator is also, just like all of the other blocks, going to show up with facing side and opposite side no connections. So we're going to right click this guy, facing side, energy input. Okay, so we're going to put energy inside here. The actual ports have to be the LV wire connectors. So 1 wire connector on the Kinetic Dynamo and 1 on the input side of the LV accumulator. And now we should be able to run the wire between this guy here and this guy here. Now the LV accumulator should be getting power, and we should have still no input, huh? Average energy transferred over the last 20 ticks, 0 flux. Which I think what happened is the LV accumulator is already full at 100,000 RF inside of it. So it is full, so it would make sense that there's no energy going through the cable anymore because the battery is full. So let's try one more thing real quick. All right, so I used Trash Cans mod to make an energy trash can so that it won't fill up and empty out on us. We have power going through, and now it shows it's 11 flux per tick. So flux, of course, you guys know, is the shorthand for redstone flux, which is RF. It's going through into the energy trash can. We are creating 11 RF a tick with the windmill while it has no sails on it. And this is why I wanted to make the windmill sails afterwards. I love this transformer because now we have it for sure. When we have the windmill sails, we just right click this guy and every sail, ooh, I actually like that. That looks kind of cool. Every sail makes it spin a little bit faster, which causes it to create more RF. So let's see, what are we at now? We are at 35. So we went from 11 RF a tick to 35 RF a tick. So this is the fully powered windmill from Immersive Engineering. Let's see again. Does that seem too high? It doesn't really seem too high. It feels like a windmill should be that high up, right? We got the mountain / hill in the background. It kind of fits, kind of works, right? So it's awesome as we figured out how to use the current transformer. The windmill is making 35 RF a tick. And it says it in the game. It's not just a wiki on the internet for us. I'm happy about that. Like I said, the wires here are not insulated. So if you touch them, they will electrocute you. So one super important thing is we can make insulated LV wire coil. So we take the wire coil and we wrap them in tough fabric. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, like before, we're just going to shave off the top. It's pretty satisfying. I like that. Look at how much industrial hemp we ended up with. And we're going to need these seeds in a future episode as well. But a whole bunch of industrial hemp fibers. Let's go ahead and turn these guys into the tough fabrics. And we'll dump this in here and make 65 in total. Very cool. We'll dump the seeds in as well. And let me show you guys this. This is something that I always do because I'm way too lazy. I always break everything and then try to catch it. If you use the engineer's wire cutters on the cable, you can snip it and it goes directly into your inventory. See, we got 7 and snip. We have 8. We don't have to mine up the LV wire connectors or whatever we're doing and then try to catch the wire while it's in midair. Of course, modded Minecraft, we got magnets. It's no problem. But if you wanted to use the wires for this additional purpose, you can snip wires with the engineer's wire cutters. They go directly into your inventory. We have all 8 of them in our inventory now, so we can just go ahead and upgrade all 8 of these to insulated wires. Now we don't need to worry about getting electrocuted anymore. We can set this guy back up. Same way, the cable's a little bit of a different color. I kind of like it. But now we don't need to worry anymore. The cable's insulated. I do this for the next tier of cable, the MV cable. I always insulate my MV cables, and I kind of skip LV, and I always go straight to MV, to medium voltage. And then I never bother with HV, with high voltage, because modded Minecraft, they always have something better, you know, than the HV cables that cannot be insulated from immersive engineering.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation and consider leaving a boom in the comment section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.